welcome back to freaking Eden. Yes, I forgot the name for some weird reason. As I now take my drink. Don't question me. The mountain was as peaceful as ever, with no chirps from the birds or cries from the insects. It was only a gentle breeze blowing past me. A huge hole was spread before my feet. It wasn't very deep, but it should be large enough. I pushed her in. I began to dig as I waited for for morning. All to keep my promise to her. All I dug while reminiscing about our time together. I had gotten a little bigger than necessary.
やっぱりここがいいよな。
Works. I asked Scion what laid on the grass beside me. Naturally, she didn't answer. But I knew that was alright.
ここは見晴らしもいいし、いい風も吹いてる。何より君の好きな場所だからな。
I wiped the mud-covered cracks on the blood-stained hands off the cliff of my clothes. Oh, God. Why don't you use a freaking shovel? I could go to the lake and wash off. But right now, I didn't want to leave Scion's side.
まだ少し汚れてるけど、許してくれよ。
After warning her, I reached down under her back and beneath her lips, I gently lifted her up into my arms.
軽いな。
When you haven't really exercised for how long? You're at the heaviest, maybe 100 pounds. This is if we're looking at the average weight. At heaviest, 100 pounds. At lightest, half that. At best. Dear God. Almost light as the feather. She really been this light. I slowly moved Scion's body, who looked as tough as though she were only sleeping. And yes, casually laid her down in the hole. I really was too big for her tiny frame.
でも心配しなくていい。きちんと埋めるから。
How do we know that she's gonna die? We don't know yet. I picked up a small box I had set aside, which had Elika's lock of hair.
君の姉さんもここにいるからな。
I retrieved the lock of hair from the box and placed it in her hand, just upon her chest. With this, Scion and Elika could be together forever. Ah, god dang it. Now, there was only one thing left to be done. I had to cover her My question is, why don't you have a shovel? That would have made it a lot easier. Then, it would be complete. The ritual would be over. I would be able to draw to this close. My life. Of the girl who saves all mankind. The end of life of an ordinary girl. And the final love story of this planet. I carefully have heaved the soil with both my hands, was though offered to the heaven, and cast upon Sion's feet. My heart let out a shriek. I want the earth to blow up first! As if someone was shouting for me to stop. Would I really bury her? This beautiful girl who could only smile. I didn't stop my hand. Each handful of soil I lifted was cast upon her body. Well, that's it somehow, and I'm wondering how it's gonna end. Maybe I have like a couple more episodes left. I don't know the exact number. It was being buried little by little. The screaming wouldn't stop. It felt like something was crawling up the back of my throat. My palms wouldn't stop shrieking as I reached for another handful.
シオン
Each and every time I added a little soil. That freaking smiling face. The girl, in my memories, smiled. I always thought she didn't smile much, but now all I can remember was her smiling. Dang it. I lived up to that smile. I don't know, bro, but you're bringing in sad moments, man. Was I able to treat her kindly? I'm gonna say yes. Those unanswered questions spin around me in my mind. Now take a drink. In the mountain. Actually, in the meantime, Sion's form slowly disappeared into the dirt. The process of burying her was far easier than digging. Digging, and before I knew it, she was nearly covered.
約束だからな
Shit, I jumped the gun a little.
約束
Yeah. This would put an end to it. No, this world would prove it had already ended. It was something I had to do for both her sake and my own. Dang it. I slowly pulled the dirt, piled on the dirt. smiling face was now completely buried under the soil. Hey man, you can cry. You can do it. I silently crushed the remaining dirt I had in my hands and stood. There was no need for a tombstone on Sion's grave. Her ground exploits would seriously be covered on into the history of mankind. And I would never forget that she was sleeping here. That was why this would be enough.
静かだな。
Never really get to see this guy. What do you think about it? You only saw him like a couple of times? Come to think of it, the end of the world was near, wasn't it? There was nothing telling when it would come. But Sion's final hours had not been cut short. Whether the end might come, I no longer cared. I feared nothing. And it was sad, but I was able to see her through her final moments, so I had no regrets. But
シオン、俺はもう少しだけ生きてみるよ。
God dang it! Come on, man!
寂しくはないだろう。そっちにはエリカもいるしな。
What am I gonna say, bro? What am I gonna say, man?
俺は諦めが悪いから、もしかしたら長く待たせるかもしれない。その時は許してくれ。でも、いつか必ず会いに行くから。
Still want the world to blow up. Like, what else are you gonna freaking answer with? God! The wind blew and brushed against my cheek. For some reason, I had a feeling that she was smiling at me.
とりあえず、家に帰るよ。また明日来るから。明日は花を持ってくるからな。
I turned around and walked down the hill. There was no longer need to match Sion's stride. Yet, my Gantu was slow and steady. A gentle breeze blew against me. There was no need to rush. I could enjoy the scenery as I walked back. Back to the home where we shared, and the home filled with memories of her and me, insulting everyone by existing. Is this the way you want to end it? This is a way you want that can be ended. I also want it to end in a cartoonish way too. Explain? Are you trying to blind everyone? Is this the way you want to end it?
俺は一人で歩いていく。かすかに吹く風の中に彼女はもういない。だけど俺の中に彼女の思いは生きている。この楽園が消える日が訪れても決して失われることはない。それは永遠に輝き続けるだろう。そう、まるで星のように。
Why is it pulsing? Looks like we're in a starship too. Ah, dang it, man.
大丈夫。ちゃんと取材は済ませたよ。わかってるって。おじさんもそろそろ私を信用してよ。最後の船の出港、きちんと記事にするから。例の取材のことだね。今、情報を出すのは難しいと思う。きちんとした手順を踏まないと、ゲリラ的にやっても潰されちゃうんじゃないかな。でも、私は諦めないよ。あの記事は絶対に発表するんだから。私は遠くにいる彼女と彼に向けたつもりで微笑みを浮かべる。あの二人のためにも必ずやり遂げてみせる。それがこの船に乗っている私の使命でもあると思うから。ふと窓の外の真っ暗な空間に目を向ける。あいつはきっと取り戻したのよね。長い戦場暮らしで失ったものをもう一度手に入れるために、あの男はあの星に残ったのだ。そして失ったもの以上の大切な何かを手に入れたに違いない。そうだ、仕事が終わったらあいつにもメールを書いてみよう。決して届くはずもないけど、書いてみるだけでもいい。とりあえず最初に聞いてみたいことは決まっている。ねえ、春菜亮、そっちはどう？
家に帰り着くと一つ驚くことがあった。元気を取り戻した鶏が数羽いて卵を産んでいたのだ。保存食はまだ十分にあるし、飢え死にすることだけはなさそうだ。とりあえず飯にするか。こんな状況になってものんびり食事しているなんて、人から見ればバカみたいに見えるだろうか。だがまだ終わりではないのだから諦める必要は何もない。俺は大切なものを守る。そして最後の時までそばに寄り添い続ける。彼女に対してそうしたように、俺は世界を見送る者として生き続けよう。
Really? This
俺
is
にと
long.
っては船に乗り込んで新天地へ向かうことよりもずっと価値のあることだったんだ。さて行こうか。普段と同じように畑の手入れに行くのだ。俺は一歩一歩確かめるように歩き始める。これからもこの世界で生きていき、ずっと願い祈り続ける。この楽園に眠る魂が、シオンが安らかに眠れるように。なあシオン、知ってるか？俺は君の笑顔が好きだった。寝ぼけた目が、怒った声が、寂しそうな横顔が。 遠くを見据えるまっすぐな瞳が、少し恥ずかしそうに浮かべた微笑みが、全部俺は好きだった。自由なんてなってもよかった。好きな君がいればそれでよかった。ああ、君はきっと知っていてくれたよな。だから彼女は最後に笑ったのだろう。彼女があの笑顔をくれたからこそ俺は生きていける。もう一度言わせてくれ。おやすみ、シオン。そしてありがとう。
Ah. At least I finished. I got rid of the 5-minute curse. It took me till the end of this damn series. Storm, you can stop fucking complaining now, and that is fantastic fucking art. I'm not kidding. That's fantastic fucking art right there. Final thoughts? To be honest, it was long and tedious, and I had no options. On the other hand, the ending actually kind of felt kind of good. The ending did feel good. And to top it off, they really kicked up the freaking animation at the end of this series. Like, come on. I could have just answered with, well, I'm just gonna be quiet now. Like, I couldn't do that. It was like, well, it started. I might as well be fucking quiet now. Outside of that, I can't say too much bad about it. Outside of it was long. Breath of Storm, though, he actually suggested this. I know. You might be thinking of someone entirely different. Bloody Storm. I've had him on here a few times, on this channel a few times. I give him credit for that. Eventually, I'll need to bring him back onto this channel. It depends on what game we play. Either way, finally the end of this series. So I hope you guys have a great wonderful time. And we finally got the series done. I'm actually surprised I actually got it right on the freaking thing I put down. I'm like, god dang it. Either way, hope all you guys have a great wonderful time. Great day too, and eventually Storm might just suggest another series. Hope it's not another one of these. I should just scratch that. I'm most likely just gonna go with what I normally go with. Well, see you guys next time.